Can't you just, sneak up behind those monsters with me and BAM! Take them all down? I can act 3 times in a round, and there are only 4 monsters in total. I'll take 3 down. You just gotta handle the last one.
I can draw the monster's attention from the front, but sneak attacks...
Well, there isn't much we can do. Itlua's a Lock Knight who chose the Goblet of Justice.
Indeed. If Itlua were to strike from behind, he would be forced to become an Oathbreaker Knight. A significant penalty would apply to all actions going forward.
Oof, that's not good. If we don't defeat all these monsters in one go, those explosives are going to blow us sky high.
There's another way. I can use Raging Torrent to dash straight into the thick of it, then detonate the explosives.
No, that won't do it all. Your character would get wiped out that way. We finally managed to gather the party and have such a lovely time together. It would be such a shame if you were the only one who got wiped out.
But if we don't do this, the character that you've been playing for so long might get wiped out too, Miss Navia. Wouldn't that be worse?
I only just started playing. Please don't.
Wait, I've got another trick up my sleeve.
Navia, put that crumb-cake away.
Uh-oh, that move was blocked too.
These pieces on the table, and the stuff you were saying just now, you're playing...
A savior has arrived! Right on time! Quick, come join us! Clorand, this doesn't count as violating the rules, right?
If she's willing to join us. Oh, by the way, we're currently playing on easy mode to accommodate the newcomers.
Traveler, would you like to continue the adventure with us? You definitely would, right?
Oh, come on. Any more questions and those explosives are gonna send us flying!
Good. Since you haven't played a script for a while now, you may have one chance to reselect your skills. The skills you can modify are cooking and medicine. What do you think? Would you like to make any changes? Very well. In that case, you wish to learn the medicine skill, yes? The skills you can modify are cooking and medicine. What do you think? Would you like to make any changes? Very well. In that case, you want to learn the cooking skill, yes? The skills you can modify are cooking and medicine. What do you think? Would you like to make any changes? Very well. In that case, you wish to learn the medicine skill, yes? Very well then. Let the game continue. Just when everyone was at their wits' end, a familiar voice rang out from behind them.
Long time no see, everyone. Looks like you need my help.
By the way, what are you doing here? Could it be that you heard our summons?
That kind of makes her sound like a summoned spirit. Well, not that she doesn't fit the part.
Indeed. You have called, and I must answer.
Guess that means I was randomly dragged into this game.
As expected of the veteran player Miss Navia mentioned before, they got into character instantly.
Though the Marachose hunters had much they wished to share with one another, at this moment, the joy of reunion must yield to the crisis at hand. Now then, the combat round continues. You have the first turn. Also, since we have a new member joining us, I'll be adding some dark cards to boost the enemy's various abilities.
The Traveler isn't a sudden addition. She's been traveling with us all along. We've just, parted for a short while, that's all. Totally normal.
I've already counted the dark cards. You should start discussing your tactics.
You're so strict, Clorand. Anyway, let's stick to the original strategy. Now that we have the Traveler with us, we have enough people. Itlua and I will hold the line out front against the monster's assault. Yehoda, Traveler, you circle around the back and take them all down in one swoop.
All right, leave it to me. We Masters of Chi get huge damage boosts when attacking from behind. But why are you a doctor? How's a doctor gonna perform a sneak attack?
I've calculated the weight of your medicine box, and yes, that would work. Furthermore, after throwing the medicine box, the highly toxic and anesthetic substances stored inside will be considered as having been thrown at the target as well.
So that's how it is. Oh, these tabletop troop games really are complicated. Oh, you gotta have a lot of imagination.
Coming up with a strategy already, huh? Nice work, Traveler. But let me say one more thing. Itlua, don't go charging in alone this time.
I understand. A Lock Knight's duty is to protect their companions and be their shield. Sorry, I always can't help myself.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can act 3 times in a round, so I'll definitely keep up with you. Just play however you want.
All right, Itlua. We'll be counting on you.
Then I shall use the skill attached to the Lock Knight's shield, Wrath of Righteousness.
The Lock Knight raised their shield, chanting the knight's creed out loud. The monsters were completely captivated by the radiance of justice, and the fearless knight standing within that light. Meanwhile, the 2 companions lying in wait behind the foe seized this opportunity, preparing to launch their attack.
You take the first swing, I'll hit right after.
The Marachose hunter hurled the entire medicine box at the enemy. Just as she anticipated, when the box shattered, the medicines within began to mix. Caught amidst the highly toxic mist, the enemy, already struck in the back of the head by the medicine box, grew dizzy and collapsed to the ground.
Nice! Okay, next Right! Gotta use swift as wind to close the distance, then use 4 element strike from behind. Ah! That hurts! Who bit my leg? Huh? Ashru? What are you doing here? Is it this late already? Oh no, I completely forgot the task that Boss Neff asked me to handle. I'm sorry. I can't play right now. Ashru! Wait for me! Hey, why are you running off so fast?
Well, it seems we'll have to end our game here for today. Navia, put the monster sign back where it was. I saw that. Well, that's quite a long story. If we get the chance, we can sit down and discuss it in detail.
Actually, didn't Itlua say he wanted to invite a colleague to play with us? Since this game's paused anyway, why don't we take this chance to go find him? The more people we have, the more fun we'll have.
Mr. Flint's? Yeah, I'm sure he'll play with us if we go look for him.
Oh, that's perfect. Come on, let's go buy him some gifts first, and then pay him a visit in person.
Traveler, we'll let you know once we're ready.
When the time comes, you have to continue the adventure with us. That's my trusty companion for you. Now, let's go pay Mr. Flint's a visit. What kind of gift should we get him?
Lining up? For soup the Columbina's serving?
Just a moment.
Wow! This is really good! Refreshing, tasty fruit soup! Paimon's never had anything quite like it!
Another serving?
Make that two!
Yes. I asked Anefa for some basic recipes, and I've made several attempts. The Kuhenkian animals have both responded quite positively. Well, my sleeves are too wide. They brush against the pot if I'm not careful. I struggle somewhat with making desserts, though. You have to get the temperature and proportions just right. Sure. Let's start with crumb kake, shall we? Would you like to try one? What do you think?
Did Paimon miss anything? It's so sour! What are you trying to do to Paimon? It's all about the initial taste! Couldn't one of you have warned me to take a smaller bite? If you hadn't said anything, Paimon would have thought this was a prank. Watching people's faces pucker or something.
Okay. Let me try again. Here, try this batch.
Really? Paimon wants some too! That's the stuff! good enough to be given as a gift? Totally! Wait, did you learn how to cook and make crumb kake because you wanted to make a present for someone? Yes, for my friends. Do you still remember the first time you came here together? You had prepared some food for me, though the food couldn't do much to replenish the power I had lost. Eating it did make me feel more relaxed. I did not give it much thought then, but now I understand. The time and effort put into carefully preparing food by hand is what gives it soul. What I enjoyed was not simply the food itself, but the warmth and kindness in the hands that made it. And the less those hands seek reciprocity, the greater the warmth and kindness required to match it in turn. Oh, Paimon's gonna blush if you go on like that. To be honest, we were at least kinda hoping to get on your good side back there. Indeed. But now that I understand all this, I'd like to do a little more. It's a wonderful feeling. Would you come with me to visit our friends? Apart from the crumb kake, I have also prepared a few other gifts. But they must be sent in secret. What? In secret? If you don't mind Paimon asking. Well, you've always been the ones to pleasantly surprise me. I'd like to see how my friends will react when the tables are turned. Phew! We were running all over! Finally done! Their reactions were kind of surprising, though. Some didn't even realize they were gifts from you, Columbina. It's fine. I expected as much. What's important is that they were happy to receive the gifts. In that case, Lama definitely knew the crumb kakes and wreath on her desk came from you. Paimon can understand her being hesitant about wearing the wreath, but seriously, she stared at the crumb kakes for a good 10 minutes and still couldn't bring herself to eat one. It seems Yahoda got quite the fright, though. Perhaps we shouldn't have slipped the gifts directly behind her. Maybe she's just naturally more alert? Still, she seemed to calm down when Asher came over to paw at the scratching post you sent. As for our other friends who aren't in Nod-Krai, I'm counting on you to deliver their gifts. Here. Ooh, is it finally our turn? Huh? Candies? Paimon thought we'd get crumb kakes like everyone else. Well, you already had some of those while taste testing. Some variety is nice, don't you think? That's good to hear. And there's one more gift. Here, for you. I've heard it said that the skies belong to the birds, and the land to the beasts, while the vast space between the two is reserved for adventurers wearing wing gliders. With this by your side, may your path forward ever be lit as with moonlight. And thank you for your companionship.
Allow me to guide the way.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I? Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Now's our chance!
Here's the good! What?
Freeze to the core! Shudder! Crush!
Let's play!
Final warning! Leave the wounded to me!
Yahoo! Think you can get away? Let's sweeten the deal! For it?
Good grief! Blood of frost! Beg for mercy!
What's happening? The skies!
Look out below! Heads up! Zero incoming! Hi! Yeah! Here's the good! Smash down! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Ow, ow, ow! Hero incoming! Yeah! Hi!
Yeah! Got him!
Gotta dash!
Headbutt! It's justice o'clock!
Don't forget to stretch your muscles and relax in between battles. Otherwise, the fatigue will only build up over time, until your limbs are all sore and stiff. I know some really good assisted stretches, but I've only done them with Coach Yansan before. She's the only one who can handle my strength. But I'm sure you can handle it too. How about I help you relax first, and then you help me with my stretching after?
Let me guess what you need most right now. A medicinal drink that can restore your full strength in one sip? Or maybe a cream that can instantly heal your wounds? How'd I do? All this and more available right here, right now. Buy in bulk for big discounts. Don't let the price put you off. You're paying for all the hard work I and my private associates put in to bring these goods all the way from Sumeru.
This domain is filled with mystery, but one fears that we shall miss much if we are too hasty to proceed. Perhaps we could pause for a moment. There is little of interest in this area, and if we were to while away the time through conversation, our throats would surely grow parched. Shall one fashion a supreme tea brewing machine one of these days? That way the fragrance of tea shall be ours to enjoy wherever we please. Ah, yes. A capital idea indeed.
The enemies are pretty tough, right? So you'd probably be better off taking some of your stronger friends. No, I'm not being lazy. It's just, my ninjutsu isn't really meant for fighting. Let me sleep a bit more, just until I get a little bit taller, and then I'm sure I can...
Utensils at the ready. Per your wishes.
Crush! Dividing cover fire! Now!
Loaded. Time to testify.
Shudder! Vengeance will be mine! Crush!
Let's keep going, team!
Into the shadows. alert. Shoot on sight.
Gotta dash.
Loaded. Shift. Beg for mercy.
Leave the wounded to me.
Into the shadows. A sharpshooter. Hunt them down.
Time for takeoff.
Clouds high. The birds come.
It's justice o'clock!
Seize the skies.
Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Heads up!
Here we go. Think you can get away? A little.
Skyward! Scatter!
By my spark, the night burns! It's justice o'clock! Hi!
Into the wind.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Strike cloud confirmed!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my mountain.
Headbutt! Heads up! Volcano kablam! Hero incoming!
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Skyward! Seize the skies!
Here we go.
Kapow!
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Kapow! It's justice o'clock!
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
A little moose-boosh! The pinnacle of and never star goes out! Annihilate force!
Let's get down to
Optics
business.
freeze!
It's over! Going there! This will do!
A burst of flavor! A little
Clouds high. The birds call.
How's this?
Mine to wield.
Fallen leaders.
The pinnacle of excellence! Start!
We're having so much
Cryo
fun!
incarnate! A little amuse-bouche! A burst of sleep! Paradigm shift!
Slip, slide, Brain of bullet!
Unleash! Obey! Off to the breeze! Annihilate! Manifest!
Feel alive.
Appears on the loose! By ordinance divine! Unleash!
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe.
Time to shine! Converge. Surge. Insulation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol.
Be silent. To dust.
Initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
The tea here is most fragrant. Perhaps you could pass along my regards to the owner of this space. Judging by your expression, perhaps that request isn't as simple as it seems. Excuse me if it puts you in a difficult position. In any case, with its exceptional tea, incredible rooms, and slumbering secrets, it seems as if I've stumbled upon an interesting place indeed.
There's only a handful of monsters blocking the way ahead. Surely I won't need to personally make an appearance. I mean, I did read your report. It's just... Okay, perhaps they do look a little tough, yes, but mostly I'm just not feeling up to fighting today. No, of course I'm not afraid of them. Fine. If you insist on performing as a duo, then I shall indulge you.
Combat data analysis in progress. Continued engagement expected to result in significant energy expenditure. Risk of unscheduled shutdown detected. Timely recharge is advised. Ding! Freshly baked snacks now available. Please be seated to commence tasting.
Rosaline taught me the essentials of gift giving. It's not about your preferences, but those of the other person. I've heard that those lovely magical ladies enjoy creating tasks and setting up trials. Perhaps preparing a challenge that will require substantial effort to complete is a suitable way of repaying their kindness. It would make them happy, yes?
Take flight! Whirling snow! Take flight! Whirling snow! Embrace the ice! Take flight! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! My apologies! Take flight! Embrace the ice! My apologies! Whirling snow!
Take flight! Yeah! Embrace the ice! Swirl! My apologies! Yeah! Unthinkable! Whirling snow! Yeah! My apologies! Yeah! Take flight! Embrace the ice! Whirling snow! My apologies! Kamisato art! Sometsu! Whirling snow! Take flight! Sakura swirl! Manifest! Open! Strike a pose! Time to shine! A little amuse-bouche! At first, that's more like it!
King Queen should present a united front.
Off to the breather! Unleash! Annihilate!
Oh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me. Well done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are. trial awaits.
Obey! Cryo Incarnate! Let the world collide!
Mechanic of excellence!
A symphony of cannon fire!
Just don't get stuck in the barrel.
Manifest! Unleash! Am I still too weak? Do your master's bidding!
It is
Obey!
time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some
might!
pomp and ceremony. Good lord, I was forgetting your lines.
Where were we?
Strike a pose! Let lightning echo! Off to the freezer! Truth on the loose!
Let us dance, my dearest!
I pray you will find peace in death! A burst of flavor! Manifest! Cryo-incarnate! Time to shine! Might wield. Unleash! Annihilate! Show no fear! A little...
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Decaying world!
night falls.
Defensive mode engaged.
Close your eyes.
Wayne, a moonlit night for all.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Pretty sharp.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nod-Krai on a misty night.
The route for this patrol.
The march of the wild hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! A new moon rises.
Insulation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Observe. To dust.
Surge. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Installation chamber.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Ha. So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that. Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair. That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this Thorny Lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses. Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic. Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago. When I was young, I liked to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Krepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty. After Krepis tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Krepis kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept. Yes, good old Krepis. Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. Diluc, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made. Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact. Even when following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste. Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different waves as each one hits the taste buds in sequence. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder? Ha ha ha. You catch on quickly. No need to explain further. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me, and this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all. I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more meat to absorb the blows. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what. It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera. If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city. with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other. It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Nod-Krai, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences. Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like firewater and smetana, these Nod-Krai delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives. Young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like. You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week. Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? What a burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it. Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nod-Krai. Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack. No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfidia right away.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfidia.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfidia.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
Yes.